chosen ones, empaths, and all the special souls. I promise you, you're going to see why God done this. You're going to reach that place. I know it may not make sense to you right now, and sometimes it can take a little bit of time to fully understand and grasp what's happening. Okay. You go through the awakening, but still you have unhealthy attachments, rumination, things like that. And what I tell you to entrust in is trusting God's plan. Okay, it's something that helped me tremendously, trusting in God's plan for your life. You haven't been cursed. It's not a punishment. Okay, like, I don't want any of you feeling like life is lackluster or life is grey or life is worse without the narcissist. Obviously, if you're running into other situations in life after the narcissist, that's natural pressures of life. But this life is fundamentally a test, right? And God tests chosen ones, tests empaths, tests special souls. Okay, God tests people like you who are authentic. All right, and like, by these pressures of life that you triumph and prevail over, it makes you become someone who develops so much in your own self that you no longer need validation or bad company or inauthentic people around you. You no longer want that. And that's why I'm saying you'll reach something in your life. Something significant will happen. Something significant will happen. And that's why I say entrusting in God, right? When you entrust in God, you actually see, I know not all of you believe in God, but understand that believing in a source, a creator, believing in source, it helps. It's actually, it's proven that having a belief, like, even if you want to say universe, right? Like, from my understanding, God will still hear you or whatever, like that. God's with everyone, all right? And I need you to understand that you're going to hit something in your journey. You're going to hit a significant point in your journey where you see that everything makes sense. Why these people had to go away. Why it had to end. All right? And you'll really see why these things had to happen. Like, you'll be so thankful that these relationships and friendships and all this ended and God removed these people from your life. You'll be incredibly thankful, and something significant will come along your way that will change your life forever. And you'll be like, wow, this was meant to be. It could even be another person. All right, like I always say, don't think that just the next person that comes along is going to be great and wonderful. Whether it's a friend, romantic partner, whatever, don't think they're going to be great and wonderful just the next person that you meet. It's all about using and cultivating what you've learned through this experience to judge people correctly. Keep your discernment at an all-time high. I don't want I know this might not apply to everyone, but I'm aware that some people feel like life is lackluster or grey or dark without the narcissist in it, and that will pass. Remember, your brain has gone through trauma. The brain is not the same after narcissistic abuse, and I'm not trying to daunt you or make you worried, but it's not. You have these unhealthy attachments. You have it's not codependency. You have these unhealthy attachments. You have the vision, the fantasy that you believed in. All right. The narcissist also believed in that fantasy and that vision too. All right. They search for happiness, but the thing about happiness, we're never going to be constantly happy. All right. No matter what you get in this world, no matter what you get in this world, okay, you always want more. All right. That's the nature of the human. They want more and more and more and more and more. So something that actually, it doesn't increase your happiness by wanting more and more and more, filling the void with other things. True happiness comes from gratefulness. All right, I've said this in my very early videos. Being grateful, even in our darkest of times. All right, and this is how you kind of align with when you see an inkling, maybe just an inkling into God's comprehension, just a tiny particle, just a tiny inkling you see into it when see a blessing being formulated. And these blessings can be formulated through the darkest and darkest of times. You see hope hang about. You're like, wow, I was going in totally the wrong direction right there. God has intervened and halted me. And you might not see the full picture, right? But you'll be like, okay, you'll pray, you'll say, please, like if this happens, right, like let it go this way, because you'll see how it makes sense. And you may be in incredible difficulties and aftermath of narcissistic abuse or toxic abuse. And you see that if something happens, this is going to lead you to brighter days, and I believe that you'll make it there. You will triumph, you will prevail, you will reach that place. And then you start to learn more and more about trusting God's plan. Okay? You see, I've always been a firm believer in trust in the plan of life, even before I believed in God. So I'm saying, even if you don't believe in God, trust in the process. All right? I know it seems hard at times. I know it seems difficult at times. But trust in the process. And this is something that helped me, even with my mother's death, when I was 7, things like that. I remember a couple of years after, I was like, wow, I wouldn't be the same person if mom hadn't died, and things like that. That's what I thought in my head, right? So I've learned to trust the process when unfortunate incidents arise, extract the meaning from them, learn from these experiences, and use it and take it to your advantage in the future. And so I'm saying, all of you are going to collectively understand, eventually, all of you collectively will understand why God took the narcissist out of your life, and how much benefit you have gained from that encounter, with the narcissist. Whatever type of narcissist it was, dysfunctional family unit, friendships, family, colleagues, associates, you'll see why these individuals, these narcissists, were removed. And I encourage you to check out the Lone Wolf segment on the main channel that I've brought out. I'm going to try and put out more content on that, because that's something that helped me tremendously, is going Lone Wolf. Like I say, doesn't have to be forever. You can find your pack, but it teaches you not to be reliant upon other people and dependent upon other people for anything. Okay, like I'm not telling you to go to the caves in that segment, but you may still have your family. You may live at a flatmate, but it's just being different toward new people. You're very selective, and it teaches you about being very selective in your life and raising the bar. So thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. I'm now available 24 hours across all time zones. Also, I'm now offering private custom videos, tailor-made to fit your situation, delivered within 24 hours, that will answer questions and concerns you have about your current experience. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you'd like to. Check out the main channel for more content. All links you need are in the description box below, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.